welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Untamed Mando, and welcome. We are going to be talking about Blue Beetle today. I know the movie is coming out in a couple of days as of the time of this recording. I'm probably going to see it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Blue Beetle's never really been one of my favorite superheroes as far as the DC universe is concerned. I am more of a Marvel person in general anyway. My only really exposure to Blue Beetle was the Young Justice series that happened on Cartoon Network late 2000, well, not kind of late 2010s, early 2020s. We're still in early 2020s. My gosh, I have a hard time with geography and dates and times. It's great. We all know. That's why you come to my channels, for this fabulous content. I know it. I know it. I can see it in your eye. You come here for that content because we all know that somehow I've made it past kindergarten and I am a functioning citizen of the United States and a functioning human. We still don't know how that happened, but hey, I'm here, you're here, and let's just move on. So, as I was saying, not been a huge fan of the Blue Beetle, but I probably am going to go see the movie. But we shall see. But I don't know if I'm liking this article that we are going to be reading from a Screen Rant, talking about Blue Beetle star reveals new backstory for supervillain Carapax. A huge shift. See, I am someone who I like the lore. If you are going to base something off of something else, in my opinion, you should try to get as close to the source material, to the canon, as you possibly can. Now, I understand that there are times where you need to do some creative differences, where you need to tweak some things, because sometimes, like, say, you are adapting something from a book, does not always adapt well to the big screen because inner dialogue is a thing. So when I see an article like this that talks about a huge shift for someone's backstory, I kind of start getting a bad feeling. I'm not excited. And this is already a hero that I am not the most familiar with. I mean, I am aware of his backstory. He is a young kid who finds this scarab beetle. It attaches to him, and he becomes Blue Beetle. And not too much more about his story that I'm aware of, other than him being part of the Young Justice or the Teen Titans for a time, depending on which comic series you follow. I don't really follow DC much anymore these days, so I'm not super knowledgeable on this villain's backstory, but I already can tell you from just reading the title, I am not excited for this article nor this movie, because I like for people to respect the lore and just be as close as you can. Like, I understand there's going to be some differences, but I digress. Let's get into it. Blue Beetle's new origin story for Carapax, and I apologize if I am mispronouncing this supervillain's name. You can tell me how it's pronounced in the comment section. I will probably mess it up again anyway, because I was raised in South Alabama, and we don't always speak the proper English there. So, new origin story for Carapax dives into the real history of indigenous people, highlighting the tragic effect of colonialism and forced adoption. Oh my, just the first sentence in this article already has me groaning on the inside and doing the facepalm. Carapax represents the darker mirror of Jamie Ray's, as he is a product of the American school that trained young boys to become soldiers and killing machines. What? What? Yeah, I went through the American school system and I am not a trained killer? What? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, this I really don't want to see this movie. This is not making me want to see your movie. Just say, me personally, but I digress. The exploration of larger real life topics in Blue Beetle brings authenticity and grounds the superhero story in reality, because you need your superhero to be grounded in reality. You need your amazing, fantastic superheroes with amazing superpowers to be grounded in reality, because that makes sense. That is sarcasm for those of you who do not know sarcasm. Okay. Setting the stage for an intense confrontation between Blue Beetle and Carapax. I'm just gonna say Care Bears, because I'm gonna get so roasted in the comment section, you guys. It's gonna be great. I love it. Blue Beetle star Raul Max. Oh man, my Spanish is not that good. I'm just not gonna say it because I don't want to offend people. Reveals the new origin for Carapax. Carapax? Zarpax. I'm gonna actually have to look this up because I feel so bad saying this. I'm just gonna say C. We're gonna call him Big C. And how it leans into the real history of indigenous people in Blue Beetle. Jamie Reyes discovers an ancient alien relic known as the Scarab. After forming a symbiotic bond with the powerful relic, he must become the superhero Blue Beetle in order to protect his loved ones and stop the people who want to take the power of the Scarab for themselves. See, that kind of like that right there kind of makes me like, oh, okay, cool, you know, protecting the people you love. I can get that, and keeping power out of the hand, keeping power away from people who, making sure power doesn't fall into the wrong hands. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant for Blue Beetle, word I cannot say without offending people, explained the new origin story for Big C. He broke down how Big C is now an indigenous child taken from his home and how it is inspired by actual history. Because, yeah. Mr. T also shared how, including Mr. C, the Blue Beetle is the perfect mirror for Jamie Reyes and how he was trained to be a weapon. Check out Mr. T's full quote below. I don't really want to, but let's get into it. Raul Max T. Well, it's quite a huge shift. First of all, I think there's only one article I read where it actually calls him Conrad, because he was a white archaeologist in the comics. In our film, Victoria Cord said, my name, she calls me Ignacio? We're just going to say Ignacio. She doesn't call me Conrad. So there's a big shift in this take on Blue Beetle. I think Angel wanted to really expose more of the military industrial complex and the U.S. imperialism. And along with that just came a need for Big C to represent something else. Oh my, wonderful. Makes me really want to watch this. Whatever it is. I think in our version, to have him be a man who was taken as a child because the village was destroyed, which happens in all of Mexico and Latin America, is very realistic. 100 years ago? I mean, not even, probably 50 years ago. I'm being facetious, but anyway, let's go in there, upset governments, and take all their resources. I think that was the take that Angel was interested in telling in terms of Big C. That's who he is. He's a product of the American school that was taking young boys and turning them into soldiers and killing machines, if you will. If you will. Okay. That's what separates us from the other versions that make him more of an archaeologist, scientist, computer-brained, all that stuff. It's quite a big departure, completely new from henceforward Big C. That's going to be his roots. And oh my, that's oh my, this article is going to keep on going. This is going to be a long one. Why Blue Beetle, perfect MCU movie to explore U.S. imperialism. Oh God. Oh, this movie's coming out in a few days. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys at home or wherever you're watching this video can can tell I am excited, pumped. I can't wait for this movie to come out and tell me how America is imperialistic and wrong and yeah. Gonna have an aneurysm. The original origin of Big C was a professional rival of Dan Garrett, the first Blue Beetle. He became Big C, the indestructible man, by accident when he transferred his consciousness into a robot by mistake. While this is an intriguing origin story, Blue Beetle revamping his story to tie him more closely to Jamie Reyes' Blue Beetle makes sense and sets up an interesting mirror between their characters. Origin stories matter. Respect the lore. Let's continue. Blue Beetle follows a Mexican superhero whose story is anchored in his family and culture. This history also anchors Big C specifically because his new origin allows Blue Beetle to also explore the darker and more tragic history of South and Central America. There has been a long history of colonialism taking the children of indigenous people and adopting them by force into that society. Big C is an exploration of that and a darker mirror of the power that Jamie will possess. Yeah, imperialism. While Jamie is inspired and influenced by his family, Big C is motivated by his training and indoctrination. Exploring these larger, very real topics in a superhero movie about an alien relic grounds Blue Beetle in reality and brings an authentic truth to the characters. This also sets up an intense confrontation between Blue Beetle and Big C. Instead of simply making him a professional rival, Blue Beetle has created a deeper tragedy for Big C, which could lead to important growth for Jamie, especially when he likely discovers the truth about his enemy. Oh, I'm all in the feels. Just all in the feels. Release date is the 18th of August of 2023, which is a few days away as of the recording of this video. Oh my, I'm so excited. So please let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. Especially for those of you who have seen this, or by the time of this video, have seen the movie, and tell me your absolute love of this movie and all of the things. I'm probably going to still watch it. I'm at the edge of my seat. I can't wait for this movie to come out. I'm already I'll be honest. I think this is bad. There are other superheroes. There are so many other superheroes that could have gone in this direction with, especially in DC. There's a ton of indigenous and different, less represented ethnicities on TV in DC. There are heroes that are not represented as much, and changing the origin story of Blue Beetle, I think, was not the step to go. I think that there are other heroes that you could have gone with, and Blue Beetle was one that just, I don't think that was a good move. But hey, there's a lot of things that are changing as far as DC is concerned. I hope good things are coming down the pipeline. I hope that Blue Beetle is a sign of the end for these stories that completely change and erase backstories and canon and the superheroes that we have come to grow up and love and idolize and look up to. I'm mostly disappointed. I'm honestly mostly disappointed. They could have gone a lot of ways with this character's backstory, and they are choosing to put politics inside of a superhero movie. And granted, since superhero movies have been a thing for years and years and years, people have put politics in their superhero comics and movies. I understand. But we don't have to change the lore that's already been established. We don't have to change the backstories of these characters. There's so many to pick from. Pick from those other characters who haven't had enough or haven't had a lot of spotlight on them, who fit what you're trying to sell as far as representation and colonialism and imperialism and all of the bad isms and phobes and ists and all of that. And you know, who am I to say or do or anything? I just think that this could have been a much better superhero movie, and it could have been one that brought in a new generation of fans to DC. And I think this is honestly not gonna it's not gonna call out to a lot of audience. Like I think that it's I don't think it's gonna do well. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate you. If you have any ideas, thoughts, comments, concerns, let me know all in the comment section. Please don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I am trying to get monetized before the end of the summer. So please, if you have not, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, do all of the things. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.